When you're getting ready to paint, get all your stuff lined up, all your mixing stuff, reducer, activator. I even keep a little accelerator on hand, color, my wax and grease removers, some rags. This anti-static wax and grease remover is a more aggressive one. It's slower evaporating, maybe a little deeper cleaning. It'll actually take off some enamels like spray can paint or something. It's pretty aggressive, but that's for your first cleaning. Then when you're just about ready to spray, then you go with a little lighter or a final wipe or a final prep type wax and grease remover, which has more alcohol in it. It's not quite as aggressive. It evaporates a little faster. And then after that, then you lightly tack your body off, so get rid of any other lint after you've controlled your dust and humidity and everything. I see you're using the UTEC. Not bad stuff. This is the medium reducer that you showed me the picture of that you had. I don't like painting above about 80 degrees. I feel I got better control when I'm under 80, usually around 70 or 75, which means in this part of the country, if you don't have a temperature controlled booth, you're going to be painting early in the morning. Right now it's 80, 90 during the day, but it cools off to 65, 70 in the morning. So if you can get her set up the night before, go in and final wipe it, tack it off, wet the floor down, get it ready to spray early in the morning, then by noon, when temperature's up around 90, all the solvent should be pretty well evaporated. You can open the doors and windows and let a little warmth in there and finish curing the paint. I like a blend of the medium and the fast for about a 70 to 75 degree temperature painting day. And I like to over reduce a little bit. I think the UTEC is 4 to 1 to 1, 4 parts paint, 1 part hardener, 1 part reducer. And I'm going a little more toward 4 to 1 to 1.5, maybe another half part reducer to wet that paint out a little more. And it's a little easier to control your wet out. You can back up a little bit, especially for somebody that doesn't paint all the time. Get your mixing can ready so you can mix up enough paint to do at least 1 coat, and then you can readjust a little bit even in this mix or for the second coat if you want to go a little wetter on the second coat. I use these mixing sticks. This is a 4 to 1 to 2 one. I have several of them, and a straight-sided mixing cup. That way you get a nice even batch. This is a 2-liter cup, so 2 quarts will do about a 32 Roadster body with a spray gun. You're probably going to have half a quart left over. Probably take about 1.5 gunfuls with a quart cup to make it once around the car and do a pretty good job. So I'm guessing you might know how to do this already, but the paint goes up to the first line, the activator up to the second line, and then we're going to kind of guess on the reducer up to the third line. I would go maybe half medium, half fast reducer on the first coat. Get it to wet out as good as you can. Once you get more material on the car, as you increase your coats, 2, 3 coats, then you can go to a little more of the medium reducer and back out of the fast reducer, and that'll give it a chance to flow the coats together. If it's working good and it's wetting out real good, just stick with the mix that you find works the best. Keep an eye on the temperature, keep an eye on the airflow, and keep an eye on your pattern on your gun. If it's cooler, I like to just put a little bit of accelerator. It just locks up the film a little more. If you get too carried away with this on a hot day, it'll dull your finish back. But in case you have to do a recoat or just to firm things up a little more, a little bit of this doesn't really hurt. I always keep some on hand. It's kind of nice to work with.